was a tough duel. Well, look who finally decided to show up. Oh, Ryan, well, nice to see you too. Had a rough duel, didn't you? Well, I'm glad to see that you healed up and that you're doing well. You know, after Duki clobbered you in the duel with his Synchro God. Yes, well, thank you for that one. But I do have a problem. What's wrong? Well, after my previous loss to Duki, I started to realize something. After my previous loss to him, and after meeting you, I started to feel different. I felt more anger, more desire to kill more. I felt more negatively. I feel like now after my last duel with Duki, I seriously feel how wrong everything I did up until this point was. Oh, well, can you give me an example? Well, for example, the whole deal with killing Duki. I don't actually want to kill the kid, like, jeez. After I realize what I'm trying to do, I just feel horrible. Sure, I want to settle the score with him because, well, you know, he stripped me of my title as a champion of Rockwell Town, but nothing beyond that. I just want to beat him in a duel and settle the score, nothing else. And the whole deal with stealing Boston's Void Ogre Dragon from him. I should have given it to Duki when I lost to him my second time. But I didn't. And not to mention, Boston was right. This is not me. The stuff that I've done up until this point is just not me. I don't know what's wrong with me. Ryan, I'm truly sorry. We're having to force you, Vlad, Anthony, and this new guy Felix, and Roche. I'm sorry that I have to force all of you to do this. I honestly don't want to do this either, but I swear on my life that everything that we've done up until this point, no matter how bad it sounds, I swear that I'm trying to do all of this for the correct cause. I'm serious. I'm doing all of this for a good thing. And when the time comes, you'll know what I'm doing this for. I at least hope that you're telling the truth. Well, with that settled, there is something that I want you and Anthony to do. Later I'll send you the coordinates to a place where you have to go. You see, there's a few cards that we need to pick up there. After we pick up those cards, we can start the ritual with all of the dual and signer dragons that we currently have in our possession. We don't need all of them, we just needed, well, a lot of them for the ritual to be commenced. So I'm going to heal up now, and in the meantime, I will send you the coordinates. Of course, you don't have to go today, but I suggest you to go like tomorrow or after tomorrow, you know, soon. I see. Very well then. We'll be on our way as soon as possible. Thank you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to go and rest. I really hope that we're really doing all of this for the good cause.
Well, you did well, Jonathan. You and your minions collected enough dual and signer dragons for my plan to visualize.
Well, I wanted the plan to succeed, so I wasn't afraid to get my hands dirty.
Very well then. However, after your little battle with Duki, you went so far that you released a hell of a lot negative energy. So much in fact that it affected the whole country. The amount of negative energy you released was so great that it had effect on the weather. It's literally snowing during summer, Jonathan.
Well, my bad.
Don't worry about it. I will cover it up myself. and I have just a being to do it.
I beg your pardon?
Watch and be amazed, Jonathan.
Well, who is this handsome fella?
Jonathan, allow me to introduce you to a member of my nether trio, Avenger.
Master, it's been far too long. 2 full years without you make me feel uneasy.
Rise, my loyal Dark General. I had enough power to bring you into the mortal realm. And I didn't, do it for no reason, of course. I have a duty for you. You see, I want you to guard the grounds where our friend Jonathan here doomed against the child known as Duki Rikoto.
Rikoto? Isn't that the last name of that mortal scum who dared seal you within your own home?
Indeed.
Master, if I may, I will personally go and finish him off. His father and those pesky dragon warriors and number users had done enough damage to us. They already ended our reign of terror years ago, and...
No! I'm leaving the descendant of Rikoto for myself. As for you, I need you to watch over the area where his and Jonathan's duel occurred, since that's the source of all the negative energy that's creating cold weather during summer. And I don't want anybody to be sniffing around that area at all, especially the force known as the Lancers.
I understand, Master. But if I fail, I expect nothing else than the worst punishment for my failure.
There will be no need for that. After all, it's been decades, maybe even a full century since you last dueled, and the game has evolved faster than we expected, so if you lose, that just means that you got rusty and that you need to improve.
I understand, Master. I'm going now.
Well, that was interesting. If you don't mind, I'd like to go now.
Fine, leave me be. I need to regain my power now.
I'm pretty sure this is the place based on what Detective Smith showed me in those damaged footage he found. I can't really see the scorched grounds he showed me on his recording, but the hotel does check out considering how much damaged it looks. But also this is where the headquarters track that output of the negative energy that is causing snow in this goddamn country. Never mind that for now. First, I want to find out what's the connection between Duki and this Jonathan guy. And I'll make sure that he pays for what he did. What the? Who are you? Identify yourself!
Damn it. Human has showed up here before I could.
Alright, Dark and Gruesome, answer my questions!
You have no authority over me, you mortal piece of shit. And now that you have entered these grounds, I will have to kill you.
What the hell? Did you just threaten me with death? Alright, buddy, that's it. You're coming with me.
Stay away, human!
What the hell?
Want to know something, human? Well, fine. I'll make you a deal. accept my challenge, and if you win, I will deal with you some information that I have. Lose, and your life is mine to take.
What kind of sick practical joke is this?
It's a deal, shall we say, or a bargain, more specifically, a bargain with the demon, mister. Yes, I am a full-fledged demon. And if you want to know something about what happened here, you will have no other choice than to accept. Of course, not that you have much choice anyway, considering the fact that these grounds are for me to guard from anybody who would enter them.
I've seen a lot of weird shit back in the day, but this has to be the weirdest yet. A demon?
So, what will it be, human?
Well, I don't have any better way of starting my investigation. And this thing is probably going to haunt me unless I try to defeat it at least. You know what, freak? I accept your challenge. But trust me, you should not take me lightly because I'm going to blow you away like a tornado.
Well, human, however, I'm afraid for you that my master was kind enough that while I was teleporting here, insert knowledge about you Lancers into my brain. I know how tricky you Lancers can be, which is why I'm going to teleport us somewhere else. So, in case you send some kind of signal after you lose and die, you will not find any connection between that and this place, since your body will be on a completely different place.
Wait a second. I know this place. This is where I was running a murder investigation with Armin. What did you do? And also, where's my jacket?
Well, the answer to your question is simple. You see, I don't have enough power to teleport us that far away, so I can really only teleport us somewhere in this country. And I was looking through your memory to see the furthest place possible, and I coincidentally found this place to be the furthest place you can think of in your head, which is why I teleported us here. And also, I removed your jacket for two reasons. First, because it's hot in this storage facility, so you don't really need it. And second, if I don't manage to beat you, I'll at least have knowledge that you might freeze to death. Outside, of course, in here it's hot.
Yeah, this town is pretty close to my house. I just don't like living the country too much. Which is why most of my work, is in this country. Well, regardless, I hope you're ready.
Spare me your backstory, human, and duel.
Fine. Game on, freak. Alright, I'll begin this duel. First, I'll activate the spell card, Cards of Consonants. With this, I get to discard one Dragon Knight monster with 1000 or less attack, that's a tuner monster, and then I get to draw 2 cards.
I'm sorry, but it occurred to me that you forgot to draw for your turn.
Sorry, buddy, but we're playing on the new set of rules. You see, as a Lancer, we Lancers must enforce the new rules 1 month before they actually get released to the general public. So with the new rules, there's no draw on the first turn of the duel, and also, as you can probably notice, we're not playing on 4,000, but on 8,000 life points. Most countries that were playing on 4,000 life points, it was a test to see what people liked more. They were complaining about 4,000 life points because they said the games were shorter then.
Well, I'm glad I didn't win first.
Now, for my spell card, I'll discard from my hand my Dragonity Phalanx. Alright. I'm going to first normal summon my Dragunity Dark Spear. Next, since I control a Dragunity monster on my field, or Dragon Ravine, I get to special summon my Dragunity Legatus from my hand.
I smell a secret summon coming.
Now I tune together Legatus and Dark Spear in order to synchro summon Dragunity Night Trident. I will also set one card face down, ending my turn.
My turn, I draw. First of all, by discarding a level 5 or higher dark monster, like my Infernity General, I get the special summon from my hand, my Dark Grapher.
Infernities! Not good.
Yes, and that's not all. I activate our Grapher's effect. By discarding a dark monster from my hand to the graveyard, such as my Stygian Street Patrol, I get to send a dark monster from my deck to my graveyard, such as my Infernity Avenger. Next, I'm going to set one card and activate the spell card, Flash Spear. With this, I'm going to send a monster from my deck to the graveyard, and I'm going to send my Infernity Archfiend to the graveyard.
With all those monsters, I'm expecting a big synchro summon coming. Not to mention he has one more card in his hand. If he uses it somehow, he gets rid of it in any shape or form, then that means he can go for a Sandless combo.
You're correct in both cases. Now, I'm going to activate the effect of Stygian Street Patrol by banishing it. Bring out from my hand one special 2,000 or less attack points. So I'm going to bring out Infernity Necromancer, the offensive. And now my handless combo can begin. Since I have no cards in my hand, I get this special summon. I get to activate Necromancer's effect to special summon an Infernity from my graveyard, such as Infernity Archfiend. Now, Infernity Archfiend's effect activates. Since I have no cards in my hand, I get to search out Infernity spell or trap and add it to my hand, such as this one, Infernity Launcher, and I'm going to activate. Now I get to activate Launcher's effect. By sending it to the graveyard, I'm going to bring out 2 Infernity monsters from my graveyard to the field. And since I only have 2 Infernities left, I'm going to bring out Infernity General and Infernity Avenger, the Tuner monster. Now, I'm going to do together Archfiend, Necromancer, and Avenger. By synchronizing the power of these 3 monsters, I create a new life. And behold, as this new life turn into an infernal dark creature, who can see far beyond into the dark void. One gaze in the dark void is all it needs to allow it to gain unimaginable power. I synchro summon Legendary Dragon! Now, Legendary Dragon, attack his Divinity Night Trident. Go and follow Dark Gaze!
No, my trident!
Now, General and Grapher, attack him directly! It's it for my turn. Make your move, mortal.
My turn, I draw! I'll begin by activating the effect of the card I drew. Dragunity Ramus. By discarding him from my hand to the graveyard, I get to add Dragon Ravine from my deck to my hand. And now I'm going to activate Dragon Ravine from my hand. And now I use its effect. By discarding one card from my hand to the graveyard, I get to add from my deck to my hand one level 4 or lower Dragoonity, or send one Dragon type monster from my deck to my graveyard. I think I'm going to add to my hand my Dragoonity Dox. And now I'm going to normal summon Dragoonity Dox, and I'll use its effect, equipping Talons from my graveyard to him.
Ha! This goal is over, kid. I activate the attack card, Famous Chain. I need to target your Dox, and now these effects are negated and he cannot attack anymore. I win.
Shame that won't work. I activate my trap card. Go! Trap Stun! Now for the rest of the turn, neither of us can use any trap cards, because every time either one of us uses a trap card, the trap is instantly negated. So that means Dox's effect continues, equipping Talons from my graveyard to him. Now I'm going to use the effect of Talons. Since he's in the spell and trap zone, I get to special summon him. Now I'm going to tune together Dox and Talons. And now I'm going to synchro summon my Dragoonity Knight, Vardriana. Now I'll use Vardriana's effect. Same as Dox, it will equip Phalanx to itself from my graveyard. And just like before, Phalanx will special summon himself. And now, finally, I'm going to tune Vardriana and Phalanx. Now, I'm going to synchro summon Scrap Dragon. Now, I'll use the effect of Scrap Dragon by destroying one card on my field, like my Dragon Ravine. I get to destroy one card on your field, such as your 100-Eyes Dragon!
How dare you!
Now Scrap Dragon, attack his Dark Greffer!
I activated the effect of my Avenger in the graveyard. Since a monster on my field was destroyed while I have no cards in my hand, I get to special summon Avenger to my field. I'll special summon him in defense mode. However, his level now becomes the same as the level of the destroyed monster. Since Dark Greffer was level 4, now my Avenger is level 4.
Alright, I set one card face down. And then my turn.
My turn. I draw. Perfect. I normal summon Infernity Guardian. There's a running effect when I have no cards in my hand. But that effect is not useful for me in this situation. However, he's also level 4 just like my Avenger. So I'm going to do together Avenger and my Guardian. Now, by synchronizing the power of these two monsters, I create a new life. And this new life shall turn into an infernal Harbinger of Doom, whose raw power will end my enemies with deadly precision. I synchro summon level 8 Infernity Doom Dragon! Doom Dragon's effect. Since I have no cards in my hand, I get to destroy one monster in the field, on your side of the field more specifically, and inflict damage equal to half of its original attack points. However, he cannot attack after I use this effect. Now I'll destroy a Scrap Dragon. Go, Damnation Tempest!
And there goes one of my best synchros!
This duel is over with 1600 life points for my general to finish you off. Now, Infernity General, attack him directly and end his storm!
I wish I could use this on your dragon, but if I don't use it now, I lose. I activate my trap card, Dimensional Prison! Now, your attacking monster... No, the attacking monster is banished.
No! Why can't you just lie down and die, human? I end my turn.
Alright, soul or nothing. I draw! And I got all. I normal summon Dragonity Legionnaire. It takes a special ability. Just like Doxy can equip one dragon-type monster from my graveyard to himself. So I'll equip Dragonity Phalanx again. Although this time I'm not going for a Synchro Summon. Instead I'm going to use Legionnaire's effect. By sending one Dragonity card in the Spell and Trap Zone to the graveyard, I get to destroy one face-up monster on your field, such as your Infernity Doom Dragon!
That was one of my favorite cards! Don't bury you! Wow!
Now I wish I had a good follow-up after that, but unfortunately I don't, so really the only thing I can do is this. Legionnaire, attack him directly!
I can't believe that this human is actually putting up a fight against me.
That ends my turn.
My turn, I draw. I set one card face down and
My turn, I draw. Not helping. Alright, Legionnaire, attack him again. That ends my turn.
My turn. I draw. I activate 5 monsters. I'll shuffle 5 monsters from my graveyard back to my deck or extra deck and draw 2 cards. Now I'll shuffle back Infernity Doom Dragon, Hunter Night Dragon, Dark Rapper, Infernity Archfiend, and Infernity Guardian. And now I draw my 2 cards. Wow, perfect duo, I have to say. Alright, first I discard my Infernity Conjurer from my hand to the graveyard, which allows me to bring out my Infernity Wildcat from my hand. Now Wildcat's effect will activate. Since I have no cards in my field while it's on my field, I get to banish one Infernity monster from my graveyard and then increase or decrease its level by 1. I'm going to banish my Avenger. Now it's level 4, and it's a Tutor monster. Next, the effect of Conjurer from my graveyard activates. Since he was in my graveyard while I have no cards in my hand, I get to special summon him. Now I hope you're ready for another Synchro Summon. I'm going to tune together my now level 4 Infernity Wildcat with the Conjurer who's level 3. Now I'm going to Synchro Summon level 7 Samurai Destroyer. Now Samurai Destroyer, attack his Legionnaire.
My Legionnaire. And I'm now with 200 life points left. And this card in my hand is currently useless.
Make your last move, human. I end my turn.
Alright. This is my last turn. I have only one card in my hand that's not useful at all without proper cards to use it. Come on, deck. I draw! Perfect! I activate Cards of Consonance in order to discard the card I just drew, which is my Dragonity Acolyte. And then I get to draw 2 new cards. This duo is absolutely perfect. I'm going to begin by normal summoning Dragonity Ducks to my field. So next I'm going to use Ducks' effect, equipping to him one Dragonity monster from my graveyard like Ducks. Although if you're expecting me to do what I was doing this whole time, you know, just resummon Ducks, Synchro Summon, resummon Phalanx, Synchro Summon, that's not what I'm going to do. Instead, I'm going to be using the effect from my graveyard. By banishing Dragoonity traps equipped with the Dragoonity monster, I get the special summon discard that I discarded with Dragon Ravine earlier. I special summon my ace monster. Go Dragoonity Arma Leviathan! And thanks to his effect, I get to equip Palinx from my graveyard to him as well. Now, since I control a Dragoonity monster in my field, I get to special summon Dragoonity Remes I discarded earlier during the duel. Now, I'm going to activate the effect of Palinx, allowing me to special summoning from my spell and trap zone. Now, I hope you're ready, because I'm going for a level 10 synchro. By synchronizing the power of these two monsters, I create a new life, and this new life shall turn into a mighty warrior who rides the winds of the ravine on the wings of one of the most mightiest of dragons. I synchro summon level 10 Dragoonity Knight Escalon! Now I use Escalon's effect. By banishing from my graveyard one Dragoonity monster, like Palinx, I get to banish one monster on your side of the field. So say goodbye to your Samurai Destroyer, and since he's being banished by a card effect and not destroyed, he will not be able to special summon himself.
No! When I face on his deal ceiling, there's not almost got field to activate it. No!
Now my monsters together, they have 4,300 attack points, which is just 200 away from beating you because you have 4,500 life points left. However, I still have one more card in my hand, my Dragoonity Divine Lance. By equipping this to my Dragoonity Knight Escalon, he gains attack points equal to his level times 100. And since he's level 10, he gains 1,000 attack points. Now, Dragoonity Remes, you're first. Attack him directly!
No! How can I? Who has defeated even more stronger opponents over the centuries, over the eons? Must not feel like this. No, my first duel has been decades. I can't lose!
Oh, and one more thing before I end this duel. It's not human. It's not mortal. It's not worm. It's tornado! Now Dragoonity Knight Escalon, attack him and end this duel! Draconian Storm Explosion!
I cannot believe this. Master was right. I did become rusty. I'll need to train more if I want to win on my next duels.
Alright, now as we agreed, tell me whatever information you have.
Alright then, here's your information. As you already know, I am a demon. I come from hell. And I will literally work for basically what you know as Satan, though that's not his real name. His real name is Ultimaya Tzolk'in, or Master Tzolk'in as I call him, and I'm one of his two dark generals. And finally, yes, due to the duel between the descendant of that damn man, Rikoto, and, well, Jonathan, there has been an enormous output of negative energy, specifically in this country, since this is where our master resides. And due to that amount of negative energy being released, it also started to influence weather around, which is why it started to be cold and started to snow during summer.
So our trackers weren't confused or anything. It really is an output of negative energy, and that's Tzolk'in. There is certainly a lot of information, but that's not enough information to explain what exactly is going on here. We had an agreement. Now spill the milk, buddy!
Oh, no, my dear fool. It seems like they never, taught you, never told you a story in school about Dante and his little trip to hell. Otherwise, you would probably hear that we demons tell half lie, half truth. You see, I did tell you that I'll give you some information. I never told you that I'll give you all information I have. That's hilarious. Showing you people who try people who don't know jack shit about demons what we're all about. Now if you excuse me, I have to go. I have a lot of catching up to do. This loss was an error for today, because I am rusty. I haven't dueled properly against a human in decades. So, my experience clearly wasn't enough to beat you. So with that in mind, expect me to come back for your head next time. Goodbye, human. Have a nice trip home.
That two-faced bastard! It's not important anymore. At least he gave me some information to what the hell is going on. Oh boy, this is going to be one hell of a story to tell in the headquarters. First, I'm going to make a phone call with Declan and the rest of the Lancers. Tell them what information I have, and I'm gonna buy myself a jacket since I no longer have one because that bastard teleported away from me. And then I'm going to buy some bus tickets to get back home. Or maybe first I should get to Villa City to hospital. I heard Dookie got into the hospital somehow. I don't know who or what called the ambulance for him and his friends, but that doesn't matter. I'm going to visit him. But first, I report this to headquarters, buy a new jacket.
I forgot my lines. I saw a... Oh, I'm starting to get the brain freeze. That's nice.
I smell a Synchro 7 coming. Bruh, I didn't even press record. You're correct in both cases. First, I'll use the effect of my Stygian Street Patrol. By banishing it from my graveyard, I get to special summon one Fiend-type monster from my hand. I get to special summon one monster from my hand with 2,000 or less attack points. So I'll bring back Infernity Necromancer in defense who has 0 attack points. And now, I have no cards in my hand, which means my handless combo begins now! I'll begin by activating the effect of Necromancer. Since I have no cards in my hand, I get to bring out an Infernity from my graveyard, like my Infernity Archfiend. And now, since Archfiend was summoned, I get to activate its effect. Since I have no cards in my hand, I get to add one Infernity spell or trap from my deck to my hand. Such as... fuck. Now, Scrap Dragon attacked our Grapher! Fuck. Hiccups. No! Just lie down and die, human!
Let me do that again. If I could pick up the card.
Okay. Oh, I'm surprised they picked up the cardboard gloves on.
二人